Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello, everyone. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, with episode number 10 of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. I'm hoping that you're enjoying all of the content I am providing for you, and better yet, I'm hoping that you're implementing it, because it's very important that we take action with the stuff that I'm putting out here. I'm putting it out there because I know it works. It works very well for my business. And as I perform some of these tasks on my customers' businesses, I see that it works well for them as well. So I'm hoping that you're taking advantage of it. Now, the topic of today's episode is 10 ways to market your local business on a budget. Now, the reason why I chose that right now is that every single business right now in these days and in this economic hard times, we've hit economic hard times right now because of this pandemic, something that no one was expecting, obviously. They were all talking about, we're due for a recession, et cetera, et cetera. But no one really expected this type of impact. So I said, you know what? I want to go back to basics. Now, for those of you who don't have my book, Marketing Solution, 7 Steps to Recession Proofing Your Business, I would suggest you request a copy right now. It's on my website. I'll have the link to the show notes, but it's www.lbmsllc.com/book. Request a copy because it covers a lot of these tactics in detail. But what I'm about to tell you, because it talks about, marketing on a budget, because a lot of the things that I'm going to show you, it's kind of grassroots, and some of it's very, very obvious. But let's get going with the content. So either way, so the number one thing that you have to do, way to market on a budget, is go local. Now, a lot of people say, well, Frank, you only deal with local businesses. But that's not always true. I do work with franchises, gyms and whatnot that are national. But so the number one thing is you want to go local. You want to put out stuff online only to your local community. You want to promote, maybe helping, like maybe in these times, since no one's going out to soccer games and football games and all of that kind of stuff, no one's socializing, but maybe you can put out something that says, I want to help the local community combat this. How can I, reach out to your local businesses in your area that, you just look them up on Google and say, hey, I know you've been affected by this. How can we help each other? How can I sponsor maybe an event? We can co-sponsor an event, an online event, make it a Zoom event or something of helping the community out. And these are just some very, very broad examples. But having that one-to-one connection with other people in your community is going to really, really help your business explode when we get out of this thing and further down the road as we continue to grow in this society. So that's my number one way of marketing on a budget. Number two would be to be ready with your pitch. So this is going to sound a little crazy, but always have an idea of how you can, help each other out. Like I said earlier, but from a monetary standpoint. So have a good elevator pitch that contains quick explanations of how businesses help each other in the community. So you may have to do a little tweaking in your elevator pitch now because of the situation that we're in, but have an idea of how, while helping each other, you can help each other monetarily as well. So you have to think about that. You have to get your creative juices going, and we're pretty good at doing that. I'm pretty. Like I said, we've been in business for the past 12 years now, going on 13 years in October now. And we've been pretty good at always excelling in difficult times like this, and actually giving a helping hand, and in turn, get compensated for it as well. So, we would love to teach you that as well at some point, if we ever meet down the road. But that's number 2. Be ready with your pitch. Okay, and I'm trying to find a better term to use it because I'm not really pitching everything right now, but I want to use it in terms that everyone would understand. Number 3 is you want to cross promote. So when you start making connections with people in your local area and to try to grow the community, try to help the community out, maybe you're going to donate some things or whatever, promote their other businesses, promote their services. That's something that's really, really helpful. And this is taking a page out of the BNI model, the giver's gain. So you're promoting the other business. You're saying, hey, I know, the nail salon down the street that does excellent work. They also sell, they sell stuff. They're selling stuff online now since they can't, they're not open. So, they're probably selling a special nail polish that they use that no one, you can't get on a regular, you can't get from CVS or something like that. Whatever kind of cross promotion that you can do, look for opportunities that you can cross promote the people that you're actually working with in collaboration. Okay, so you got to remember that. That's a very key point of this strategy. Number 4 is that you want to take advantage of free social media. Here's what I mean. We're trying to cut down on costs, obviously, these days. So we probably don't want to go with the paid traffic on Facebook and whatnot. While you're doing all of this cross promoting and all this collaboration in the local community, why don't we maybe share each other's posts on social media? Get the algorithm to really recognize that, create a pod. For those of you who don't know what a pod is, if 5 businesses can promote each other's businesses, promote each other's posts on a daily basis, what happens is that that activates the algorithm on all social media platforms, whether you're on LinkedIn, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, it doesn't matter which one you choose, but choose one that everyone can benefit from and just promote each other's things on a daily basis. Whatever postings or news that you want to promote, maybe you want to promote this activity that you guys come up with to help the community. Maybe you want to give out free masks, because everyone's using masks these days, or free hand sanitizers, whatever you want to do to create a buzz. People will remember that. But you want to do it on social media or just put signs up as people drive by. They see it. Whatever strategy you use, just make sure that you guys work as a team to do this. Okay. So number 5 is you want to recycle and publish useful content. Look in your library of the content. I'm a huge proponent of content marketing, as you guys will probably know, because I always say content is king. I still get hits on an old article I wrote 3 years ago. An old article about the title was something about the differences between the microwave and the conventional oven, and I know it sounds like it has nothing to do with digital marketing, but if you were to look up that blog post, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. But I still get a lot of hits from that. I still get a lot of attention out of it. So you want to recycle or publish useful content. So look at the statistics, look at your data. what was a blog post or a social media post or whatever that got a lot of attention. Maybe just recycle it so people can see it again. Just, kind of like a reminder of that, hey, you guys liked it at some point, so you probably like it again. Number 6, you want to use email marketing. Email marketing is not dead. I just want to kill that myth right now. A lot of people, I get this a lot. When I was out there networking before we all got shut down with social distancing, a lot of people were asking me, Frank, but isn't email marketing dead? Email marketing is not dead. You're still nurturing relationships, especially now. You want, as you're going out there and going local and trying to help communities and trying to help out each other businesses and cross promoting and all that stuff. What I'm saying, you want to collect email addresses. Hey, get on my mailing list or whatever. But we're doing this in a way, in a strategic way that's going to help everyone, because you also, with your email marketing technique, you want to be a benefit for your potential clients. You don't want to be someone that's taking. You want to be a benefit for them. What are you going to give them for as an exchange for their email address? You know what I'm saying? So think about that and use email marketing. It is not dead. So I'm debunking that myth right now, okay? So for those of you who have networked with me in the past, that's the answer. It's not dead. It's still very powerful. You just have to use it properly. Okay. Number 7 is you want to offer discounts, promotions, and giveaways. Discounts are huge right now. What's keeping people in business, the people who are struggling, what's keeping people in business right now are discounts. Think of a discounts that people will really appreciate in your business. Think of that. You know your business more than anyone. So what's very beneficial for someone that's going through a tough time right now, that's going to help them. So make sure that you are top of mind in all of these companies' names, on all of these folks' names, top of mind, all these people's mind. So when we get back going again to a normal state, if you will, they're going to remember you. They themselves are going to promote you, to promote your business and promote. Man, I remember when we were having a hard time, this company did XYZ for us. So those things are good. So you got to offer discounts, promotions, giveaways, do all kinds of stuff like that. It's going to help you. Number 8, you want to ask your customers for referrals. So everyone has those customers that are just raving about you. They rave and rave and rave about you, and you think, oh, okay, they're raving about me, but they're not sending, they're not sending me a referral. Unfortunately, unless you're in some sort of BNI or a tip or anything like that, you're not. People don't automatically just give referrals. They just don't. It's not something that comes out of someone's mind all of a sudden. They don't think, oh, hey, I'm going to give this guy a referral. It doesn't matter. We're so busy these days, and unfortunately it's not like that. So I read a book one time called The Power of Asking. It's by a lady by the name of Body Toto, I believe. It's a very powerful book. If anyone... If anything, pick that book up. It's on Amazon. The Power of Asking. It's about 6 or 7 years old now, I think, but it's very, very, very effective. So it's just ask for customer referrals. Just ask for it, and it's going to help you get what I call free marketing. A lot of people say there's nothing free these days, but call free marketing. Number 9, and this is something that probably we can't do now because we're social distancing. But number 9 would be, don't underestimate the business card. Okay, a lot of people. The reason I put this in there is that business cards help top of mind behavior. Business cards really do help, and it's still a powerful tool that you can use today to further enhance your business. So try to come up with a virtual business card, a digital business card, that you can pass out via email, via email, via social media, via blog posts, however you want to do it, some kind of a digital way of using a business card, and it has to be a digital representation of your current business card, because you don't want to throw people off and give them something totally different, and just keep the business flow going. Number 10 is just going to be a little self-centered, but it actually works. And I'm going to give you a short story before we end of how I made this work. Number 10 is seek recognition. Anytime you're given an award of any kind of stuff, promote it. Okay. I'll give you an example. I'm not sure of how many of you guys are familiar with the social platform called Alignable. I use it very often. It's a social platform for businesses, especially small businesses. It's really good. And because I use it a lot, and because I get a lot of recommendations through it, and referrals through it, actually, I was listed as one of the top recommended companies in my area, because it's a very local thing. So it talks about local, the local businesses in my area. And I was listed as one of the highly most recommended. And I promoted it because I'm seeking recognition. I want people to recognize that I have been recognized, if you will. So don't be afraid of doing it. I'm not a person that does that, but I realize that I have to get out of my own way if I want it to grow the business the way I want to grow it. So now I help my customers do the same thing for their businesses. So I was able to get out of my own way and started to do it. And since I've been doing this, I've been getting even more recognition and more referrals because of this recognition that I have. I have like a seal on my Alignable profile that I can actually put on my website as well. So that's a pretty decent thing. So anyway, so that is the end of today's podcast episode. Just to recap, the 10 ways to market your small business on a budget is: number 1, go local. Number 2, you want to be ready with your pitch. Very important. Number 3, you want to cross promote. Number 4, take advantage of social media, of free social media, that is. Number 5, you want to recycle and republish useful content. Number 6, you want to use email marketing. Don't forget about that. 7, you want to offer discounts. You want to offer discounts, promotions, and giveaways. Number 8, you want to ask for customer referrals all the time. You want to, and also number 9, you don't want to underestimate the business card. Use it electronically. If you can't hand it out now, use it electronically. And number 6, last but not least, seek recognition. All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. This has been episode 10. And as always, I can be reached at www.lbmsllc.com. Just seek out any kind of information that you want about our business. And if you want to order our book, go to that same website, www.lbmsllc.com/book. You can get a free version, version of our book. And it will be mailed right into your door. So all you have to do is pay a couple of bucks for shipping. So that's all for this week. Until next week, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Take care and bye for now.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link. and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.